Hey y'all, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's your girl, This is Court, and you are now tuned into This is Court Radio. Hello, I am your host, Courtney Taylor. Welcome back. I hope everybody had a really great week. I hope everyone rested and are getting settled into this holiday season, honey. And let's get into it. Oh, thank you, Zoe. My girl Zoe was making sure my phone was on silent, so she texted me secretly, and now I'm telling you guys because she was looking out for me. Thank you, girl. But yes, my phone is on silent, so you won't hear no buzzing or text messages, because a girl be getting a lot of notifications, honey. I didn't realize you guys could hear that. So thank you, Zoe, child. My phone is on vibrate. But yes, we are back. Hello. Charlotte said, hey, Court, hey. Thank you for coming to the show. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You guys are now listening to your favorite content creator, your favorite actress, and now your favorite radio personality, me. Let's get into it, y'all. It is the Christmas season, so y'all know I gotta get into my Yuletide recommendations. It's time. We can now finally guilt-free veg out on Christmas content. But before we do that, I do want to talk a little bit about me, because I mean, the show is about me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so most recently this week I was on set, and what a time that was. I posted a little bit on my Instagram about it, and I had an amazing time. I think the best part about being an actress is when you have a super early day and a super early rep time. It's a sweet spot. You hear me? Like, it's a bitch to get there. Don't get me wrong. If I have a 5 a.m. call time, it's like, wow. I have to be out of my bed before the sun rises. It's exhilarating. It's exciting. It can be a little annoying, but that's why they pay you the big bucks. You hear me? That's why they pay you the big bucks. They pay you the big bucks to wake up before the sunrise, to get into work and act your ass off. And that's the life that I like to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I just had this week, and it was such a great time. Love being on set. But I think it's time for me to get back into set etiquette. You hear me? We about to get into set etiquette, because I'm not going to name no names. I'm not going to say anything particular. Like, I'm not going, we're not about to get into, like, specifics of what occurred. But I do think it's important that I talk about this, because I feel like people forget when they're on set. So a little actor's tip before we start. Y'all have to understand how important your first impression is. Whether you are... Whether you are the actor or the whatchamacallit, whether you're the actor, whether you are the, you know what? If I say that, I'm gonna say too much information. So I won't say that. So I'll say again, the best thing about being on set is that you have to make sure that you are giving your best self. And I think it's important that you guys understand that no matter how comfortable you are, no matter how many times you've been to set, no matter what relationships you've created while you're on set, you still have to maintain a professionalism. And I think a lot of people forget that, especially when y'all get too comfortable. People just get a little too comfortable when they're on set. So much so that y'all forget that you don't have to be here. It is way too easy for these production companies, for people on set, especially if you are on set and you're not the main person. It is so easy for you to be replaced. I know I talked about this last time, but I gotta say it again, because some weird stuff happened on set yet again. A wild case that occurred with a talent on set, where they then had to be removed off set because they were making somebody else feel uncomfortable. What is the mindset? I'm trying to understand. What is the mindset behind getting on set, booking a job, and then turning into somebody who you know you're not supposed to be on set? Like, I have this feeling that people understand the difference between being professional and being unprofessional. Like, you have to know that, especially if you've been in this acting game. You kind of understand what you can and cannot do. So when I be hearing these stories while I'm on set, I'm just like, what's the mindset here? What's the game plan? You know what I'm saying? Like, the idea of you being on set and you not harassing, but let's call it what it is, harassing. You harassing somebody else on set is never going to end well. I promise you. Not even if you think like, oh, I'm just, asking a couple questions when I really don't need to, or like I'm trying to be around the person while I'm on set and get as much things as I can get. If it's not the time for it, if it's something that can wait to the end, like, you have to figure out the best times to utilize either talking to somebody on set that you want to talk to or not. You have to know your space. You have to understand who you are on this set. Are you somebody who can talk to somebody while you on set, or somebody who can talk to that big dog and ask your questions? Is this the proper time to do that? While you guys are breaking between scenes? Like, you have to make sure that that's something you think about while you're on set, because it's literally that'll literally decide whether you're gonna get called back or not. Your performance is not only in front of the camera, but it's behind the camera too. It's when you're sitting in the waiting room, waiting to start your scene. It's the way you interact with the people around you. It's the way you interact with the PAs and the people who helping you on set and all the background people who are super important. Like, if you're not going to, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I feel like it's something so simple in my head, but some people just don't be getting it. So I will say this now, like, if you are on set, new to the game or old to the game, you are constantly being watched. You are constantly being viewed. You are constantly being perceived. So you have to be your best self. You have to make sure that you're there to fulfill a job. And if there's a time to ask questions and get to know the big dogs, then you should feel and know when that is. And it's usually probably close to the end of the day. It's not usually in the middle, or like when things are being moved around, or like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand and read the set, read the room, baby. But some people don't be getting that. Some people be on set and they be messing up their opportunities. Don't be that person. You hear me? Don't be that person. It's I guess it's so easy to be that person, because I'm hearing a lot of like really bad horror stories about people booking jobs and then being a nightmare. But like, I just feel like you're getting paid to not be. Like, do you understand? Like, the opportunity here it's like, be obnoxious at the day job. Like, be obnoxious and do that wild stuff at the job where you know they need you and you ain't gonna get fired no time soon. On set, you should be on your P's and Q's, honey. You should be the best person you can be. You are there to make something. You are there to help create something. You're not the only person that it's about. You're there to help create this bigger thing. So like, make it easy for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Like, I won't get into the specifics of what happened, because that would give too much away and I don't want to give away the situation. But like, the person basically had to be not called back to set because they were harassing one of the, important big dogs on set. Baby girl, you ruining it for everybody. Basically ruining it for yourself, but you ruining it for everybody. Dang. Like, just do better. We gotta make sure you do better on set, okay? It's super, super duper important when you're on set to be your best self, to make sure that you are a help to the production, not a hindrance, honey. You definitely don't want to be a hindrance. But that was just that weird thing that happened on set the other day. It's been resolved because the lady wasn't asked to come back. Anyway, just trying to give you guys just a small little tip that I feel like people should already know, but you never know. But Other than that, set was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And that reminds me that I also need to bring something else up. A new episode of Abbott Elementary is coming out next week. And let me tell you something. You better tune in. Oh, it's going to be good. Oh, it's going to be good. Not only because you'll get to see another appearance from your girl, but also the story is juicy. That's all I'm going to say about it. Please tune in next week for Abbott Elementary Wednesday. Oh, shoot. At what time? I don't know. I don't have cable yet. I actually have to call and get it installed before the episode because I don't want to be a Hulu lady and miss out on the first day. Okay? Because I'm a Twitter girly and y'all just be giving stuff away online. And even though when I'm on the show, I don't see the episode until it airs. So like whenever I be seeing people like post stuff or like from the episodes I was in, I'm like, damn, I have to wait till tomorrow to see it because I'm a Hulu person. I don't got cable, but now I gotta get cable because not only am I on this show, Abbott Elementary, but I'm on another show that's gonna be on cable, and I need to be able to catch it in real time. You know what I'm saying? I can't miss the moments that it happens, and I can afford cable. I'm just being cheap, especially since I got all the damn streaming platforms. I just gotta get my cable set up. That way I'm ready for this new episode coming out this week. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited about it. Can't wait for you guys to see. So tune in. I'm very serious. You're gonna wanna be up to date on all the Abbott Elementary episodes. Go ahead. It's all on Hulu right now. Cue it up, cue it up, cue it up. Get caught up. They're only 30-minute episodes, basically 22 minutes, really. If we're being honest. 22 minutes each. Cutting out the whatchamacallit time. And I think on Hulu, the ads are even shorter. So, yeah, it's like 22, 23 minutes. Get into it. Get caught up because this week's episode is going to be wonderful. I just wanted to make sure I get that out there. Let's see. What else am I going to talk about today? Well, I think that's all about me right now. Now we're about to delve into yet another segue before we get into the Christmas recommendations. What your girl watched this week. I watched a lot of stuff this week. Not to toot my own horn, but I was a watching fool this week. I watched a bunch of TV. I watched a bunch of new movies. And I'm pretty proud of myself because I watched some pretty good content. You know how you kind of watch some things, you just kind of like, nah, that was a waste of energy and time. I can't believe I sat down and watched those minutes of television and or movie. That was not me this week. I managed to watch some really good stuff this week, and I can't wait to tell you guys about it. The first thing on my list, now, if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you already know what I'm about to talk about because I'm still furious that this movie didn't get the play that it deserved. You hear me? I'm still furious about it. I need more people talking about it, so I'm gonna talk about it again today. And it is Strange World. Strange World is a Disney animated adventure that it is in movie theaters right now, and everyone needs to watch it. It's freaking phenomenal. I don't care what anybody says. Let's do a little synopsis. You know I love a synopsis. I did one last week to talk about it because I thought nobody was talking about it enough. But now we about to bring up the synopsis again because I love a good synopsis, okay? Let's get into it. The Clades are a legendary family of explorers whose differences threaten to topple their latest and most crucial mission into uncharted and treacherous territory. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The cast, first of all, is phenomenal. You got Jake Gyllenhaal, Gabrielle Union, you got Dennis Quaid. What was the one man's name? Jabuki. I'm about to check it now. Jabuki Young White did a phenomenal job. Lucy Liu. Come on. Even the side characters were wonderful. They got this one character in here. His name is Caspian. He's played by I think it's Karan Soni. Hilarious. The movie is so good. Like, talk about action from beginning to end. Like, it's just a really good film. It's really lovey-dovey as well. I love the inclusion in the characters. Gabrielle Union being this badass mom is like, it's like the dream role. Like, she's this cool ass mom who is like the voice of reason in like throughout the entire movie. And she kills it. Gabrielle Union did a wonderful job. I need to see her doing more voiceover work. She did such a great job. Jake Gyllenhaal was so sweet as the farmer dad. Such a sweet character. And Jabuki Young White did an amazing job as the son. I thought the movie was really great. I really did. And I posted about it on my Instagram. So let's talk about it, because there were a couple comments that kind of threw me a bit. Somebody was talking about the movie in my comments, right? And they basically said that they thought the movie was just okay, that it was just okay. They weren't huge fans of it. Their kids weren't super feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were people like not saying the best things about it. Like, and one comment in particular threw me a bit, because she basically said, I just thought it was a little inappropriate. They never really mentioned the race, their race or the sexuality aspect like they should have. So I just thought it was a little inappropriate, which I rebutted with how. Like, so not to give nothing away, but within the movie, the son, this is kind of a spoiler, but not really a spoiler. Let's be real. The son is, I guess he's, I don't want to say he's non-binary, but he is queer. I'll say he's queer because he's attracted to another boy in the movie, and it's very sweet. They have this little banter back and forth. The friends know that they're attracted to them. But also, I think what was great about it was that everybody knew his attraction to this boy. So it was treated as a ordinary attraction between a boy and another boy. And I think she thought that the inappropriateness was that they didn't really touch on it heavily. They didn't mention how, you know, being queer should be talked about. Like, and I just didn't understand why she said that, because why does it gotta be talked about? The son looks like he shared his sexuality with his parents already. It was the parents already knew. They were being goofy and whatchamacallit, embarrassing parents in front of him and the crush. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt very natural. It felt like very like, oh, the boy has a crush on a boy. Great, let's move on. Which I kind of loved. Like, why do we have to delve into oh, you're attracted to boys? Oh, okay. What do I do? Is there something I said? Like, what? Like it made it so natural and smooth the way they entered it into the conversation. It just felt good. Like, it just felt like, oh, okay. A boy has a crush. Like any boy would at his age, moving right along. And I just thought that was I thought it was such a breath. I said a breast. I thought that was a breath of fresh air to me. Like, we are in 2022. If we are still delving into the conversations of like, or not to say that those conversations can't be had, the coming out stories and stuff like that are super important. But why can't we have moments where we jump straight past the coming out moments? Let's jump into the moments where the parents have accepted it and are supportive of their child and excited to see who they, you know, partner with in life. Like, let's jump to that part of life instead of getting into that story all the time. It's not necessary to me. And then also, somebody in the comments mentioned that like they just didn't really heavily touch on the race aspect, I guess, because the dad is white and the wife is black. And like, I didn't get that part really, because what does it matter? I feel like interracial relationships are literally make up a majority of the relationships that exist in this world. Not to say that, you know what I'm talking about. But like, what was wrong with that is what I'm trying to figure out. That's just the norm now. Let's get into it. Let's dive into the norm, y'all. It's 2022. Like, the boy can have a crush on a boy, and the parents will be okay with it. Like, it was never mentioned ever again, like, or at all for that matter. It was a crush mentioned throughout the movie, because kids be having crushes on people and when they're growing, and that's what it was. So I just wanted to talk about that comment, because it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, I get it. People are still very set in their ways about, you know, it being against this, and, you know, they're not, it's unnatural, and I'm not used to it. Like, so the fuck what? Move on. Like, get used to it. This is life now. You know what's crazy? It's not life now. It's been life. It's just that people are talking about it more. Get over it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's move on. Let's watch a great movie, which this was. I might, and I'll say it again because I said it in my preview. I said it in my review. I'm sorry. I said it in my review on my Instagram. Watch it in 3D. If you can handle 3D movies and you don't get like queasy and stuff like that, you know, because some people can't handle 3D movies, and that's okay, baby. I understand. But if you can handle a 3D movie and enjoy 3D movies, watch Strange World in 3D. Yeah. Changes the game entirely. I know it's expensive to watch a 3D movie nowadays. Wait till Tuesday to watch it in 3D. I don't care. Just watch it in 3D, honey. It's a phenomenal experience. So good, great storyline. The plot is great. I mean, you know, Disney kind of keeps to a a formula. Disney keeps to a pretty good formula, but they nail it every time. I'm telling you, it's very good, y'all. Please cue it up. And I'm not just saying that because black and brown people in it. I would have said it anyway, because y'all know I love an animated flick, and it's Disney. Come on. Please cue it up. I know some people might wait till Disney Plus airs it, you know, by all means do that. But if you wait till Disney Plus, stream it heavily. It's so wonderful. And that's all I have to say about that. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Please see Strange World. It's in theaters right now. And if you go and see it in 3D. Very, very good. Loved every minute of it. And also, not to, you know, dive into the commercials that were happening before the movie, but there is some really great animated content on the way. They got this one movie coming out called Elementals that looks so good. Oh my God. Disney just, ooh, I'm excited about that. Wait, is Elementals Disney? I think Elementals is Disney. It's basically an entire world of elements. Like there's gaseous beings and, you know, fire beings and water beings and all these different beings that have everything to do with the elements, of course. And it's like a little love story edited. Oh my God, it just looks so beautiful and cool. And of course the previews were in 3D too. So I'm just realizing now that anytime I see an animated movie that I should be watching it in 3D. I don't know why I've not been doing that. I think I've done it a couple times, but every animated flick I should be watching in 3D. I'm missing out on the great experience. You hear me? And then I figured out too, because they did the Little Mermaid trailer within Strange World, that I need to watch The Little Mermaid in 3D. Oh my, y'all, the colors. Oh my goodness. The colors? The fish? Her tail? I didn't see all of that in the preview before I saw it in 3D. The tail is more detailed than I thought. Don't get me wrong. The tail it was beautiful anyway. I mean, I know we're so used to the regular tail with just the two fins at the bottom. The tail in this is a masterpiece. Whoever CGI'd that deserves an award, honey. I cannot wait to see who they award for that, because that's gonna get an award. The tail is stunning, but in 3D, the trailer just made me even more excited to sit in that theater and watch my black ass Ariel get up there and sing her ass off. You hear me? I am excited about The Little Mermaid, honey. I cannot wait now. And now I know I gotta see it in 3D. So I'm just letting y'all know, any new animated anything Disney got coming out or anything else, if they offer it in 3D and it's animated, see it. It's worth it. It's worth the experience. You spending the money on a movie anyway. You might as well get the bang for your buck. You might as well feel like you in it. You know what I'm saying? They asking you for about $20 before you even sit down. You might as well feel the movie, you know? So definitely go see Strange World. Absolutely love Strange World. Very, very good. I'm gonna hype that up as long as I can, honey. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Another movie I saw recently that I think I saw a couple previews for, but you know, it was much better than I presumed. Because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this looks cute, and like, it looks kind of cute in Gen Z? Gen Z-ish. I know the Gen Zers are gonna love this one. I don't know if I watch it. But then I remembered, there is a black lead in this movie. And she is literally, she was killing it in the trailer. So I was like, you know what? Let me watch it. and I am in love. Love the movie. The movie is called, it's on Hulu, it's called Darby and the Dead, starring Riel Downs and, hold on, don't let me say this wrong, sorry, it's not funny. Alii Carvajal. I'm so sorry. I should have looked it up. But she is the girl who plays Moana in Moana. She is the girl who plays Moana in Moana, and she's in this Darby and the Dead movie. Let's go over the synopsis, shall we? Follows Darby Harper, who, after suffering a near-death experience as a child, is granted the ability to see ghosts. To combat the existential boredom of high school, she runs a side business counseling local spirits in her spare time. When an unexpected occurrence happens between Darby and Capri, the most popular girl at her high school, Darby reluctantly agrees to help her, and in the process learns how to fit in with the living world again. Oh, that's a good review, because that's exactly what it is. It's not too cryptic, is what I'm talking about. The review is very spot on. The movie was really good. Surprisingly wonderful. Had Derek Luke in it as the dad. Oh, sweet Derek Luke playing the dad of Riel Downs. Riel? Yep, Riel Downs. It was a really wonderful dark comedy. That's really what it was. A really wonderful dark comedy. I thought it was just, I cry often, but I cried 3 times. I cried 3 times in this, but in a good way. Like it was a lot of happy crying, and my poor baby Riel going through it with her traumatic experience, and now being able to see the dad and helping them. It was really sweet. It was a great spin on like people being like a person being able to see dead people. The fact that she wanted to help them and like counsel the spirits and help them cross over, I thought was a wonderful touch. I feel like it was just so heartwarming. And I don't know, I just thought that was really nice. And then the relationship between Darby and Capri was also an interesting like tug of war that blossomed and became this beautiful relationship. I don't know, man. It was a really good story. And to me, I feel like it was, you were expecting certain things to happen because it's very reminiscent of most like coming of age comedy teen movies. But there were really great moments where it focused more on the relationship between the girls than the relationship between, a girl and a boy. You know what I'm saying? Which I love those stories now. The stories that highlight relationships between women and how important it is, like, to have good and healthy relationships with women. I'm a sucker for those every time. Because, baby, we in high school. I might not be with this boy in a couple years. I still have teen after my age. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's focus on those relationships with the women in our lives, But I thought the movie was very good, very wonderful. Please cue it up. It's called Darby and the Dead on Hulu. Very wonderful, very sweet. Riel Downs did a wonderful job. And so did Ali. I love that name, but also I can't pronounce it, so I'm so sorry. But it's a beautiful name, and I'm going to make sure I pronounce it better if I mention it again. I'm sorry, girl, if you ever hear this. You're wonderful. But the movie's wonderful. Please cue it up. It's on Hulu. Darby and the Dead. Loved every minute of it. Let me see. What else do I have that I watched? I'm telling y'all, I watched a lot. Ooh, and one of them was a Christmas movie. It was called Rolling Into Christmas. I mentioned this last week, and I queued it up, y'all. It was really good. It was very good. Let me do the synopsis, because I love a synopsis. Ryan Nicole Brown, Layla Pruitt, and Donnie Carrington star in this Christmas movie. 2 childhood sweethearts who shared a passion for roller skating are reunited 15 years later during the holidays, forcing them to question their love and life choices. Ooh, very good, very good. You know what surprised me about this? You know how sometimes when you watch a movie, especially sometimes when it's BET Plus. I love BET Plus. Do not get me wrong. BET Plus got the gems now. But sometimes you got one really great actor and a couple of them are just okay. You know what I'm saying? But in this movie, I loved everybody in it. I thought everybody did like a really great job, especially the who was it? I think it was Ryan Nicole Brown's character's, like, I think she was her auntie. She was wonderful. I feel like every black person got an aunt like that. Every black person could resonate with that woman. Everybody got an aunt like that. I think some of the mannerisms she was saying, my mother even be doing sometimes. Like, it was just very, like, relatable and nostalgic and sweet. And listen, I was pleasantly surprised. And even though I made a post about them recently, I made a post about that movie recently because I was a little annoyed with the prop department when they had a blank piece of paper in there, right? Because the roller skate owner, is falling behind on bills or something like that. And there's a paper in his office that says, pay due immediately, right? Blank piece of paper, y'all. Just a stamp across the whole blank piece of paper that says pay due immediately. It ain't had no fake billing information. It wasn't even in an envelope, honey. And it was perfect. It was a perfect straight piece of paper. Like, how did you get this? First of all, who do you owe? What is this paper signifying? What bill is this? That it's a blank piece of paper just saying pay due immediately. Second of all, y'all didn't have an envelope. You could have put a past due on an envelope and stuck it in there, and we would have got it immediately. This random stamped pay due immediately, y'all, it had me cracking up when I saw it. It was the only gripe I had with the movie because the movie is actually quite wonderful. Please cue it up. It's called Rolling Into Christmas. It is so sweet. It is so wonderful. And you know what? This is my own little tidbit. This might be for the ladies too. I've been noticing that a lot of black women, like who they have as leads and being these like professional bosses, they be having them wear black nail polish. And I'm not usually a black nail polish girl, like heavily, but the way they got these women wearing these black nail polish, like in these positions of power, it looks so good. Should I be wearing black nail polish? I might have to get into it. All I'm saying is it looked really good on Ryan Nicole Brown. And it looked good on another black woman in a series that I'm watching that I'll mention in a moment. But for now, please watch Rolling Into Christmas. It's on BET+. It's a little Christmas movie. It's so nice. Please cue it up. It was cute. It was cute. I would definitely watch again. That could be in the queue of Christmas movies, Definitely a good one. Another Christmas movie I saw because your girl was watching TV. I'm telling y'all, I'm here for y'all. I'm watching the content for you so I can prepare you to watch some good content. You know what I'm saying? And what I watched recently was Spirited. I told you I was going to watch this last week, but I just queued it up. I actually queued it up this morning because I wanted to make sure I watched it before the show. And y'all, it's pretty good. Let's go into the synopsis because, again, you know I like it one. A musical version of Charles Dickens' story of a miserly misanthrope who's taken on a magical journey. Of course, it's like the Scrooge. It's like an updated Scrooge. But I said that last week thinking like, okay, it's a musical version of Scrooge starring Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. And I thought, like, this is going to be great. I'm thinking in my head, like, somebody's going to be Scrooge and it's going to be a musical, but it's Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell who are freaking hilarious. So sign me up. No, y'all, it was a really perfect, like, reinvention of the Scrooge story. Apparently now there's like a division of the ghosts of Christmas, past, present, and future, like a division of that, almost like Santa's workshop, but this is more like the ghost of Christmas workshop. It was really good, and they pick a different person every year to hone in on and change for the better. I just thought that was so smart to do. Like, I love when people take a spin on a really classic story and make it into something a little different, like a little more fun too. Because, we've all seen the Scrooge story, but this one was a nice change of pace. And it was goofy as hell. Ryan Reynolds is hilarious. I've thought Ryan Reynolds is a comedy fool in the best way for a very long time. Like back in when he was Van Wilder and in like all his older movies where he's a goof and just really funny. Ryan Reynolds is hilarious, but Will Ferrell, the legend of comedy? Come on. The movie was great. The movie is hilarious. Very good. If you're not into musicals, though, you're probably not going to really like it. But I, myself, am a musical lady. I love a musical, honey. I love me some singing. I love just for a moment for somebody to have an emotion and then break into song. Oh! I love it. It's my cup of tea. That is my type of content. You hear me? I love a musical. And this one's a goofy musical. Not a goofy musical, but like a really funny spin on the musical, especially since they kind of break do they break the fourth wall a bit? No, they don't. They don't. But because people know, like, are you about to sing? Oh my God, are you about to sing? Please don't do that. And then they go into the song. I like those type of musicals too. And that's kind of what this was. It was very good. A great spin on the Scrooge story. It's on Apple TV. Yes. It's on Apple TV. Very good. Yeah, please cue it up. I'm going to take a brief moment to go into my comments just to see if anybody's saying anything. Let's see. I got a hey Court from Charlotte. Hey, I think I already said hello to you, about to say it again. I got Connie in here, which is basically my dad and his girl, Connie. Hey, y'all. Looking forward to seeing the next episode of Abbott Elementary. Yes. I can't wait for you guys to see it this Wednesday. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. If I don't get my cable in time, I have to go and see if I can, bombard somebody's home to watch the episode on Wednesday. But anyway, please, it's going to be so good. I got Zoe in the room. Hey, Zoe. Hey, girl. I hope class was wonderful. Laughing at your BET shade. Listen, BET be cracking me up because BET be making some good content. They just be doing little stuff that be like, oh, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Come on, BET. You know what I'm saying? BET is funny. But definitely got some good content on there. Natural Danny said, I missed the first 20 minutes. Did you talk about the class yet? I did not, Danny. I've been blabbing on about the things I've been watching and, a little bit about me. The classes are coming a little bit later, my dear. I'm glad you've joined us. Welcome. But, yeah. Now that I've discussed the comments, let's get into what else I've been watching. Okay. Oh! Here's the story that I was going to talk about where there's a black lady who's a powerful woman who's wearing dark nail polish. I feel like I really need to get into my dark nail polish era. Am I missing out? I'm always going with the nudes and like the baby pinks and the baby brown, like the light browns and stuff. But maybe I need to get into the black and like the dark reds and dark blues and you know what I'm saying? The dark greens. Oh, like a forest green. Maybe I'll do like a forest green for Christmas. I digress. Let's get into this show I've been watching. It's called Riches on Amazon Prime. Hey! Cue up Riches. Okay? I only watched the first episode, but it's got 6 episodes already. I don't know how it has 6 episodes already. I'm very surprised by that because I think it came out recently, like December 2nd, I think. I'm not sure. But the first episode I saw, juicy, honey. Juicy. Let's get into the synopsis, okay? It's starring Deborah Ayurende, Sarah Niles, Emmanuel Imani. Stephen Richards has built a cosmetics empire, but when he suffers a stroke, his family's secrets and lies rise to the surface, and the future of his multi-million-pound company is at stake. It says multi-million pound because I believe it's based in the UK, so they're speaking pounds instead of dollars, honey. But yeah. Get into it. Talk about a powerhouse of black actors. You hear me? First of all, this lady, Sarah Niles, I believe she plays a stepmother. Hold on, let me double check before I even. Oh yes. Oh yes, honey. Let me see. I'm about to double check to see if she plays, let me see if she plays the stepmother. Oh yes. Sarah Niles playing the stepmom, yo. She's a menace. She make you want to hit her. Oh, but she's good. She's very good. Deborah Ayorinde is killing it. Killing it. I just love her in this. A boss, honey. And I'm glad to see her in some other content because, baby, I was not watching them. I'm so sorry. I couldn't get into the trauma. I heard it was great and all. But and I heard she killed it in that show. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So I'm glad to see her in something that I feel more comfortable watching, and seeing her in this powerful position, honey. Chills. The show is great. Again, I've only watched the first episode, but it's already juicy. It reminds me of that one show that was on OWN. I don't know if I hope it didn't get canceled. That show was so good. I gotta see when season 2 is coming out on that one. It's called The Kings of Napa. That's a good show. That is a great show. It's got its first season. It's on OWN network. That's what Riches reminds me of. Listen, I am a sucker. You hear me? A sucker for Black people in power making money. Making money. Okay? I love it. Sign me up every single time. I'm going to watch. I'm going to sit and watch. I don't care how long the episode is. I'm going to watch. The show looks really good. I'm only on the first episode, but oh baby, I'm intrigued. I watched the first episode. I watched a little bit of the first episode last night, but then I watched the rest of it today. I didn't even want to get on the show today. I wanted to just keep binging it. I'm playing. I love getting on the show. But anyway, the show is good. Riches, Amazon Prime, very, very good. Yeah. Cue it up. I can't wait to see the rest of the episodes. And another thing I watched recently, this is the last thing I'll mention before I get into the Christmas classics and the new Christmas movies I'm excited about seeing. I watched a movie recently on Netflix, and it was called Farha, starring Karam Taher and Ashraf Bahom. Very powerful story. Let me read the synopsis for you. After persuading her father to continue her education in the city, a Palestinian girl's dream is shattered by the harrowing developments of the Nakba. Now, let me tell you guys hold on. I don't want to say it wrong. I want to describe exactly what Nakba means. Nakba is the Arabic term for the events of 1948, when many Palestinians were displaced from their homeland by the creation of the new state of Israel, right? That's what the Nakba means. This movie tells that story. And it's based on a true story. I'm not sure what the woman's name was, but the girl who plays her in the movie, they named her Farha, right? But that's not the real woman's name. The backlash this movie is getting is insane. Israel wants it down immediately. I probably shouldn't even talk about this right now, but I'm gonna talk about it a little bit because it's on Netflix. I feel like I could talk about it. It's on Netflix, you know? But we're gonna talk about it. The movie is insane. It is chilling. It is disheartening. It is a harrowing story, to say the least. It's based on a true story. It's basically a woman telling her experience of when her village was raided by the IOF, the Israeli Occupational Forces. And it is a terrifyingly scary story. It's really good. I think it's super important for people to see because it is literally things, because my girl told me about it. Her name is Sarah. She told me about the movie and we watched it together, and it was just so disheartening to see because it's stories that exist that are happening right now. And we just refuse to talk about it and keep calling it a dang conflict when it's way more serious and way more ugly than that. So this story is super important. I really hope more people see it, and I hope it doesn't get taken down off of Netflix. I applaud Netflix, honestly, for their bravery for even posting it or even having that story even on there. Like, it's a very sad but very powerful story that I think more people should more people should watch and understand what's going on between Palestine and Israel. That's all I'll say. Okay? I won't go any further into that. But definitely a must watch on Netflix. Please give it a go. But that's the content that I watched this week. Super proud of myself. Watched some pretty good content. Loved every minute of everything that I watched. Now is the time to get into my Christmas recommendations. My Christmas recommendations. We get into the recommendations for Christmas. Oh, I just made that up on the spot, y'all. It wasn't very good, but it was kind of good, so you're welcome. Anyway, these are my top 5 Christmas movies that I know that everybody needs to queue up, okay? These are just my top 5 right now for this time because I just wanted to bring them up because I saw them recently on my page and I think they're really good Christmas movies to queue up every holiday season, okay? I'm gonna go into more next week, but these are just my top 5 for right now. Top 5 must watches, okay? We got first on the list because I just still can't get over this movie. I never tire of this movie. This Christmas. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Starring Chris Brown. You got Idris Elba. You got Regina King. You got, is it Mekhi Phifer in it? Oh, did I just make that up? Oh, I'm so sad if I made that up. I think Mekhi Phifer's in it. Hold on. You know I can't spell Mekhi. I'm about to double check. Mekhi Phifer. Yeah, Mekhi Phifer's in it. It's got my baby, oh my Lord. Did I just forget the queen's name? What's her name? Hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm being very disrespectful not knowing my girl's name. Oh, Loretta Devine. I'm so sorry, Loretta. You know I love you. You just slipped my mind. But the cast is phenomenal, of course. Lauren London, Sharon Leal, Laz Alonso. A powerhouse cast of people. And it's absolutely hilarious, fun, sweet, beautiful this Christmas movie. Absolutely love this movie. I never tire of this Christmas comedy romance. I never tire of it. It's one of my favorites. I queue it up every year. When I used to have cable, if it ever came on the TV, baby, I was tuned in. You hear me? Love, love, love this Christmas. So good. Please add it to your classics list and add it to your must watch for the season. Okay? Next on my list. Oh wait, even before I pass this Christmas. The reason why it really is my favorite is because I just can't get over that shower scene. I cannot get over Regina King in that shower scene, baby. I think there's a resounding cheer across the world when everyone first saw that scene because that is hilarious, honey. The boy was slipping and sliding, honey. This Christmas, please queue it up. It's one of my favorites. Another Christmas movie that I also love, Almost Christmas. Not too much variation in the name, so you shouldn't have a hard time finding this one. Another classic with a powerhouse cast of people. We got Danny Glover, we got Monique, Miss Bonnet Police is in this. You got Gabrielle Union again because Gabrielle Union is a powerhouse actress. Excuse me, I'm sorry if you heard that burp. Gross. Anyway, you got Kimberly Elise, Omar Epps, Jesse T. Usher, J.B. Smoove. Listen to these people. Listen to all the people's names I'm saying. Nicole Ari Parker, Carrie Hilson. Carrie Hilson? Come on. Almost Christmas. To me, Almost Christmas is kind of like this Christmas, but a little more drama, a little more excitement, a little more fun. You know, they love putting Kimberly Elise in some drama now. They love throwing Miss Kimberly Elise in some drama. Honey ain't rested. I ain't never seen Kimberly Elise in a movie where she just living her best life and enjoying herself. I feel like there's always some trauma, trouble, and or terror happening to this woman. But the movie is so good, so funny. Almost Christmas, another comedy drama Christmas film that I love. I always add it to the list. I always make sure I watch it because, you know, I gotta support the Black Christmas movies. You know what I'm saying? And these are really good and funny. So Almost Christmas, another classic that I have on my list every Christmas. Got to watch. Hold on, I'm taking a small moment into my comment section. Zoe, again, my mom loves Kings of Napa. Kings of Napa is good for everybody, okay? Mama's got good taste, Zoe. And Mama knows good TV, baby. Yeah, that's right, Zoe. Mama knows good TV and does. Because I love me Kings of Napa. Kings of Napa is phenomenal. Talk about it now. Cut it out. Cut it out of the replay. Talk about it now. Cut it out of the replay. Oh, I missed it. Dang. I gotta be better with my comments because I'm not sure what that one means, Zoe. But maybe if you let me know, then I'll be able to respond to it. But Natural Danny said, "You can take my black card right now. Never seen this girl." Oh, Natural Danny. You ain't never seen this Christmas? Oh my goodness. Oh, Natural Danny, please cue up this Christmas. This Christmas is wonderful. That's a great Christmas movie, okay? We got Connie, my dad and his girl. Hey, y'all. Great movie. Yeah, come on. I don't know which one you guys are talking about. I think you guys are talking about This Christmas, maybe. This Christmas is a really great movie, but also Almost Christmas is a good one, too. Natural Danny, seen parts of Almost Christmas. Natural Danny, I'm about to throw my hands. I have thrown my hands up. I am getting sick of you, girl. Watch these movies. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy them. Zoe, the Israeli occupation. Yes. And my friend actually corrected me because they're usually described as IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. And she said that Palestinians do not be calling them that. They are IOF, okay? Occupational. Because they are forcibly occupying that country, okay? Let's get it, don't get it twisted. That's the most I'll talk about it because, you know, that's a touchy subject. But yeah. Now that I'm all caught up on the comments, let's get into more recommendations, okay? Another Christmas movie that you need to watch, it should be on the top of your list for the season, Last Holiday. Last Holiday came out during the era of Queen Latifah being the lead woman, the leading lady that you wanted in the rom-com era. Last Holiday is phenomenal. I never tired. I never tire of Last Holiday. Queen Latifah kills it, and it's got LL Cool J. Oh. LL Cool J, honey. Oh my goodness. That movie is wonderful. Never tire of it. Super goofy and cute and fun and wonderful and beautiful and sad at times and just Last Holiday is a classic. Queen Latifah, cue it up. If you've never seen it before, Natural Danny, I'm talking to you. Cue it up. Last Holiday is my favorite Christmas movie to turn on for the Christmas holidays. Absolutely wonderful. I never tire of it. Another movie that I like to watch too, also sad but also beautiful, Best Man Holiday. First of all, the Best Man, what they're doing with the Best Man right now, first the Best Man movie, then Best Man Holiday, first the Best Man movie, then Best Man Holiday. Now they have the Best Man series coming out. I love that because the movies didn't miss. You hear me? Best Man Holiday being one of them. Oh, that movie is so beautiful, so funny, and so sad. Oh my God, it is so wonderful. I love that movie. Best Man Holiday is so beautiful. I love it. And don't even get me started on the cast. Taye Diggs, Morris Chestnut, Sanaa Lathan, Nia Long, Regina Hall, Terrence Howard. Listen, I know that's not all of them, but damn, another powerhouse cast. I love a good all black power cast, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, Best Man Holiday, definitely one to queue up for the season. I love it. It's part of my classics. If it's on, when I find it on one of the streaming platforms, I queue it up. Okay, perfect time to watch those movies is now. All right. Last on the list, this one was newly added to my classics list because I think it's freaking phenomenal. I could not stop talking about it when it came out. And that is Jingle Jangle on Netflix. Baby, listen to me. I know some of y'all might not be musical fans. I know. Musicals not for everybody. But Jingle Jangle? Jingle Jangle is phenomenal. I love Jingle Jangle. It's on Netflix. It's got Forrest Whitaker. It's got, who else? Oh, it's got Michael Keegan Key. It's got this new girl that's on the scene. Hold on. Let me get her name. Because I don't think I've seen her in anything else. Yeah, let me see. Madeline Mills, the little girl who's killing it. It's even got my baby Felicia Rashad, Anika Nani Rose. They had singers. You hear me? Singers in there. I didn't even know Forrest Whitaker could sing. That was a pleasant surprise. You hear me? A pleasant surprise. And the movie is so beautiful. You just want to hug Forrest. You know what I'm saying? It was just so good. It's so sweet. And the little girl is singing her ass off. You hear me? Dancing her ass off and just singing the day away. It is just such a great movie. And it's like, it's really well made. Like there's like moments of, there's like a lot of moments of like CGI. They're really great CGI moments that I love. And I just think the movie is just really beautiful and sweet. That's all. Definitely gotta cue up Jingle Jangle. Jingle Jangle is a good movie, honey. Love, love, love it. Okay? Those are my top 5 for this season right now. Those are my top 5 for right now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's more. But I didn't want to drown y'all in recommendations, you know? I had to put in a little animated recommendation list, okay? First on my animated recommendation list, you gotta cue up Peanuts Christmas. Anything with Snoopy, Charlie Brown, you gotta cue up Charlie Brown Christmas. I have never gotten tired of Charlie Brown Christmas. Not never, honey. It's classic. The story, everything. It's classic. I feel like they need to either like revamp it, like make the cartoon a little more You know what? Don't even do that. I'm taking back whatever I just said. You don't need to revamp it. It's already beautiful. It's already beautiful. And can't do no wrong. I always have Charlie Brown Christmas playing in the background, honey. It's got to be playing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care where I am in the world. I don't care if snow's falling or if the sun is shining. You hear me? Charlie Brown Christmas boosts you, like propels you into the Christmas spirit every year. A plus. You got to cue up Charlie Brown Christmas. Another animated classic you need to add to the list, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And I'm talking about any and every Grinch. I'm talking about the cartoon Grinch. I'm talking about the new animated one that just came out. But you also know I'm talking about Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's Grinch is top notch. You hear me? I have it under animated because the animated one and the cartoon one is great. Obviously, the classic cartoon is phenomenal. Can't go wrong with it. The animated one is even really good. The new animated one was surprisingly wonderful. I loved it. I figured they couldn't do it any better, but they did. But Jim Carrey's Grinch? Listen to me. Jim Carrey's Grinch is phenomenal. Jim Carrey's Grinch is phenomenal. Jim Carrey is the Grinch. There's no in between. I just feel like there's just going to be no actor like Jim Carrey ever again. Jim Carrey quite literally becomes every single character that he plays. He is just so good. He's just so good. Who else can do Grinch like that? I don't know, man. I don't think there'll ever be another Jim Carrey, honey. Jim Carrey is wonderful. And The Grinch Who Stole Christmas is always on my list whenever I watch Christmas movies, okay? Must watch for the Christmas season. It'll definitely also propel you into the Christmas spirit. Another one random that I wanted to put on here, because I don't know if a lot of people saw it, but was also very good. It's called Klaus on Netflix. Has anyone seen Klaus on Netflix? Very, very good, honey. I really like that one, and I love the animation style, and I thought it was really nice. Klaus is a really good one. Let me get into the synopsis with you guys, because I figured you guys already know the other ones. But let me talk about Klaus movie, because I thought that one was really good. It's on Netflix right now. After proving himself to be the worst student at the academy, a postman is sent to a frozen town in the north, where he discovers a reclusive toy maker named Klaus. It's really good. I absolutely love it. It's got J.K. First of all, it has J.K. Simmons in it. I didn't even know he was Klaus until I just looked up the cast. I love J.K. Simmons. He is a phenomenal voice actor. He's in Invincible. He's in a couple other things too, but he's also like what is he? The news reporter in Spider-Man. He's in a lot of things. I'm sorry. I love J.K. Simmons. He's in a bunch of stuff, but yeah, he kills it in the voiceover work. Love him in this. They got Rashida Jones in it. They got Joan Cusack, Norm Macdonald, Jason Schwartzman. I've seen Jason Schwartzman in a couple things. He's really great. I think he plays the lead dude. I think the lead guy in it. But yeah, it's really good. And I don't think a lot of people saw it, but definitely cue it up. Great animated Christmas movie to watch. Because I love my animation. Yeah. But those are my animated watch list recs. There are some new Christmas movies coming out that I'm also super excited about. So let's get into them. Those are my top classics that I talked about. We'll talk about more next week, but these are some new Christmas movies that I'm excited about coming out too. There's one coming out called Best Christmas Ever. Guess who it's starring? Brandy. Brandy gonna be the lead in this, y'all. With Heather Graham. It's got a couple other people. I think it has Jason Biggs in it. I said Heather Graham already, but it's got a couple good people in there. Let's read a synopsis, shall we? The story centers on Jackie, Brandy, who every Christmas without fail sends a boastful holiday newsletter that makes her old college friend Heather Graham, feel like a lump of coal. When a twist of fate lands Charlotte, her husband Rob, and their family on Jackie's and her husband's snowy doorstep just days before Christmas, Charlotte seizes the opportunity to prove her old friend's perfect life can't possibly be that perfect. But in her overzealous attempt to expose Jackie, Charlotte nearly ruins Christmas for both families and must team up with her old friend to put the pieces back together. That is an intense synopsis, honey. That is intense, but I love it. They're saying it comes out December 30th, but I'm not really sure. I haven't seen any previews for it. And they talked about this movie coming out in like March. I have not seen a single preview. What's going on, Netflix? Is it coming? Is it not? Let me know. But anyway, people were saying that it might come out December 30th on Netflix. We'll see. But I'm gonna cue it up. You hear me? I'm gonna cue it up, okay? Next on the list I have is A Wesley Christmas. That's on BET Plus. Heard really good things about it. My friend JoJo saw it and said it was really good. It's starring Jasmine Guy, Dorian Wilson, the guy who plays Professor Ogilvy in The Parkers, and it's got Lauren Lott. Synopsis time. With all their baggage in tow, adult siblings travel to their childhood home to celebrate Christmas with their parents and the entire family. Seems cute and well enough. We'll see what happens. I heard it's really, really good. I love a BET Plus original. I'm always going to hype them up. I can't wait to see what this one's giving. I'm hearing good things. Another one that I was supposed to see a while ago, but just in realizing that it exists now for some reason, Merry Little Christmas. I didn't know this existed. It's got Kelly Rowland in it. Where have I been? They got Merry Little Christmas and they got Merry Little Christmas Baby. So I've missed the series. My girl JoJo talked to me about this one. Where have I been? Synopsis time. It's got Merry Little Christmas has Kelly Rowland, Debbie Morgan. It's got Brisha Webb. I'm tripping. Here's a synopsis. A successful entrepreneur's messy family descends on her new dream home for the holidays. Love it already. Can't wait to cue it up. I'm mad I missed this. I can't wait to see both of these. I think I saw the preview and stuff like that when they were talking about Merry Little Christmas Baby, but not Merry Little Christmas. I'm tripping though. I can't wait to watch it. I'm excited to watch that for the Christmas time, and those are the movies that I'm super excited about for Christmas right now. I don't really have anything else yet. But yeah, that's my show, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, enjoyed the chat. You know, I love watching some TV and movies. So if y'all have any recommendations for me, please go to my Instagram, my TikTok, wherever I'm at. Give me some recommendations to watch because, you know, I love a good recommendation. I don't know all the stuff to watch, and I would love your input. But thank you guys again for listening. I love that you guys come back and listen to me rant my head off about stuff because, you know, I love to do it. But yes, that's the end of my show for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys next week with more classics, more updates on me because I love updating y'all on me. And yeah, any new movies I queued up. So, oh, hold on. I'm going to check my comments real quick. Just to make sure I'm all caught up. Oh, I've seen Last Holiday. I thought it was stupid that they couldn't relay the message that she wasn't. Girl! Natural Danny, we clash every time. Last Holiday is wonderful. That was supposed to bring the suspense. You know, it's a movie. You got to get into the thrill of the movie, the ridiculous, the whimsy of it all. Come on, girl. Natural Danny said, yes, Jim Carrey's movie version is top tier. Okay, redemption. Come on, Natural Danny. Knowing her stuff. What else you say? Best Man Holiday is the worst because of, oh yeah, my baby, oh gosh. It's just sad, but it's so good, but it's sad as hell. You're right, girl, it's sad. But let me see, family, Natural Danny, yep, Jim Carrey, Natural Danny again, family showing uninvited is a no-no. Family showing up uninvited is a no-no. True, but you know it's the holidays, honey, and you know how some black families are. They coming anyway. I can't even count how many times I've sat on my couch while unwanted guests knocked away at my door. Honey, listen, it's the holidays. You know, people love, family love to intrude during your downtimes. But that's why we love them. They're family, you know? But anyway, Connie, my dad and his girl. Hey, y'all, Violent Night movie. Oh, I talked about that last week, Dad. Violent Night looks good. I knew you'd like that one. My dad is into that gory fight, action stuff. So I knew he was going to like Violent Night. Violent Night looks good. I remember I pled my case on this last week. Can't wait to see Violent Night. I don't even know when that one comes out. Let me see. Violent Night. When you come out, Violent Night. Oh! Is it out? Y'all, you know what? I might go see that tonight. Thank you, Papa. I forgot I might go see that this week. Okay. So, yeah, Violent Night looks good. I can't wait to cue that. I cannot wait to see that one. That one looks crazy good. But, yeah, I'm all caught up on my comments. Thank you guys so much for listening. Love when you guys stay and tune in. I appreciate it always. Stay tuned, y'all. This show is about to get even better. Next year, I got a whole bunch of plans. I'm trying to do guests. I'm trying to do more content. I'm trying to do call-ins. Stay tuned, y'all. The show's about to get even better. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.